Okay, so this video is about driving in Thailand on a motorbike safely. I've seen so many accidents over the years, more than 100, and I just saw one a moment ago, and that's what inspired me to make this video. Now, what happened a moment ago was the guy is driving on the road and he's driven off into a ditch. And it sounds like, why would anyone do that? But actually, because there's lots of scenery, if I just show you over here, there's lots of scenery around that people are looking at. And I've even heard of a case, there were two foreigners who drove off the road and died because they were watching the scenery. So that's the first thing, be careful of. Over here, they drive on the left, and even if you come from a country where you drive on the left, you've got to be careful because some people forget. So you might be driving along the road and then suddenly someone's coming towards you. And the only thing you can do there is just stop, let them sort themselves out, and then carry on. Then a lot of people are drunk or had too much to drink. So at night time, especially Friday, Saturday night, just be careful and drive slowly and just think of everyone else as a drunken idiot, and then you'll get on better. Just keep away from people. I kind of do a defensive driving when I'm over here. I looking out, I'm expecting people to do things wrong. I've had people just come out of a turning without looking, and sometimes you've even got this, especially if it's someone from another country, they might look the wrong way when they come out of a turning. So you've got to expect that. You just kind of drive defensively. So another thing is slippery roads. Over here you have torrential rain, and it might be sunny for about 5-6 days, and then suddenly you'll have a downpour, and it can be deadly because you get this oil built up on the road, and then you've got the water together. It's just so slippery, it's like an ice rink. And even a friend of mine came off because of that reason. There was a hill, and he went down there and put his brakes on. So you've got the hills, you've got oil, and you've got water, and that is the worst. When that happens, I can guarantee I'm going to see some accidents. I've seen a thing where there was a pile-up, and this was on Patong Hill in Phuket. Maybe 20 motorbikes, and I was lucky I wasn't included. I was just going so slow that I was all right. So let's look at another thing, is overtaking. In England, if I'm on my side of the road, a car wouldn't overtake and come straight towards me, but over here they do. And they'll expect you to get out the way. If you're a motorbike, they'll expect you to get out the way. So take that into account. There's not much you can do. You've just got to pull over and give them enough room. Some other things I mentioned earlier about the gravel, the roads can be slippery, and they can also be sandy. Even if it's really dry, had no rain, but you can have oh, there's another nutcase. Anyway, you can have a sand on the road, and especially some small roads and like small tracks and things, you can have sand on them, just concrete tracks. Then they can be really bad, especially if you put your front brake on, then it can just disappear. And especially if you haven't checked the tread on the tire, you really want to check the tread and make sure it's okay when you hire it, so that if you do have to brake suddenly. Another one is dogs, and I've actually had 2 accidents over here. One was because of sand on the road, and the other one, it was wet, oily, and then the dog ran out and started barking at me, and I just put my brakes on quickly in reaction, and that was it. The front wheel went away and I came off. What to do if a dog runs out in front of you? Actually, normally they'll chase you. They won't. This one ran out in front. Normally they'll come up behind and just chase you and start barking. And most people drive faster to get away. But actually, your best thing is slow down. If you slow down and just look at them, then they actually stop chasing you. They're after a bit of fun, and they like it when they chase and the people speed up. So that's the thing there. One more thing is buses, and sometimes the buses here, they just go fast. They've got somewhere to go to, and they get paid for their trip. They want to go fast, and they'll just beep or hoot, honk, whatever you call it, and expect you to get out of the way. So when a bus comes along, just let it go past, let it have all the room it wants, and then just carry on your journey. And I actually now drive really slow. I don't drive fast at all because I've just seen so many accidents. I know what it's like. I don't trust anyone, and I just drive slowly. So one more thing is the road signs, and it can be confusing. Besides the fact that sometimes they don't take any notice of them. There's a road down here in Naihan, and now you can't even see the road markings, but before the road actually is an L shape. The actual road went left, but people thought it went straight on, so they just carried straight on. And I saw accidents there because one person is following the road signs and the other person's following what they expect. And you've got to be careful. Another thing with traffic lights here, that people don't really respect traffic lights. They'll go through red lights, and you've just got to expect that. So I hope those tips together can give you a safe trip here and make sure that you're safe on your motorbike. Just be careful of other people, and then just follow some of these tips. So if you found it useful, please give this a thumbs up. If you've got any questions about living in Thailand, please put them down below. And my whole website is about traveling and working online. So if that interests you, please subscribe to my channel and you can see videos about that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.